Hey GWs, it's Tuesday. Ryan, how exciting with the job interview. I hope you get it. Actually, that's a funny thing because I went to a job interview myself not too long ago. And, wow. It was a store, right? Clothes shop. And I go into the shop and the owner's obviously, well, it's a man who's obviously gay. And as I walk up to him, he looks at me and he says, "Oh, well, hi," very nicely, welcomes me, and then we go back to his office, and, well, the interview starts. And, well, we get into talking, and I found myself making all these cliche, statements about myself, being like, well, I'm a very social person, and, you know, I like having contacts with different people, and I could basically see the big yawn on his face. And that's where something weird happens, and a very, different side of me kind of surfaces that I didn't think I had. Basically, I start shamelessly flirting with this man, and I usually never do anything like that. In fact, I'm a terrible flirt. By the end of the interview, he asked me to come back next week, so I guess that was a good thing? Survival? I don't know. And Scott, it's totally okay that you call me Nemo in the first video. I mean, it's not like it's the 10,000th time I've heard it or anything like that. Jeff, it's nice to have you aboard, and I hope there will be a lot more singing during the weeks, because that was just smashing. And Russell, I'm glad you're working with something that you're really passionate about. I think that's everyone's dream job, like, really, and kudos for you to achieving it. I'm quite envious. So, getting to the questions, I thought I'll start with answering my own question from last week. My top 5 are following Phoenix, then Anna Tanheim, then Keen, then LaRue, and then The Bird and the Bee. So, Scott, you asked us what our favourite junk food guilty pleasure is. And I say, much like Russell, my metabolism is quite fast, so I enjoy a lot of junk food. And I eat a lot of crisps, chips, candy, sugar, anything that's not healthy for my body. Yes. But I do not eat fast foods like McDonald's or Pizza Hut or stuff like that, because I don't know, I just don't find it good. I don't like it. Jeff asked us something, to tell you something that we're bad at, but we still do anyways. I draw. I like to draw. I'm not very good at it. I hope to become better one day, but I do it a lot. Russell asked us to say something we would change about the world, and, well, I live in Sweden, and here in Sweden we actually, have equal rights. So what I would change about the world, and this might be boring, but hey, I would probably reform the UN, because in the form UN is now, it's supposed to be the spear front of, like, democratic government, and it's supposed to be a very democratic organization, and I think it kind of fails at that point somewhere. I would take away all the vetoes, because I think the veto votes are not very democratic, and it's holding us back from doing a lot of things in the world, and it's stupid that one country can just stop an entire motion just because they don't like the outcome of it. Is that democratic? No, it's not. And also, I would take away the 5 permanent spots in the Security Council, because it's supposed to be a revolving thing. All the countries are supposed to help and work together, and how's that supposed to happen when there's 5 countries there, or 5 countries have a permanent spot in there to say what they think, and that combined with the vetoes just is not very, very good. Ryan asked yesterday if we would run for president. I'd have to change this a little bit and change president to prime minister, and then say, if I thought that, if I really was passionate about it and I thought that I could contribute something to the country in order for it to move forward, then why not? But at current, not so much. So here's the best part of the video. I get to ask a question. My question this week for all you GWs and the viewers is, what was the last book you read and finished? My last book was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I know, childish, but hey. I'm going to see the movie next weekend, and I thought, well, I'd better read the book before. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. And until then, cheers.